What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Apple just released watchOS 26.3 RC or release candidate yesterday, and I originally wasn't going to do this video until Friday, but from a couple of things that stood out to me, I think we actually might get another RC tomorrow. So I wanted to go ahead and get this out so you guys had a heads up, especially if you haven't updated yet, if you've been waiting on feedback to see exactly how it's been. I wanted to talk about that here. If you are new to Apple releases though, the one thing I do want to talk about first is exactly what an RC is, or a release candidate. This is essentially Apple's final test version before a public release. Technically, if you look and they don't update these releases, the build number here, 23S618, is exactly what should go public next week. Typically, Apple launches the public release after an RC, usually within the next 7 days or so. Since this got released on a Wednesday, I do actually think that we will get this next Monday, so not quite a full week with an RC. Now, it is not uncommon, and again, I do think we might get a second RC tomorrow on Friday, February 6th, mainly because of one thing. Once your watch and phone finish re-indexing, you're expecting some battery drain during that period, but after, usually it should stabilize and get traditional battery life, what you would expect. And already right now, I took this off the charger about 2 hours ago, and it came off the charger with optimized charging at 73%. Let me actually go ahead into this really quick. I want to show you, whoops. I took it off the charger at 77%, and we are already at 73%. For a little context here, this is an Apple Watch Ultra 3. My battery health is still at 100%. So for it to drop 4 percentage points in only a couple hours, that is not what is indicative of good battery life on an Ultra. The Ultra has the best battery life. It usually holds strong for a few hours before it starts dropping more significantly. That is not the case here. Now, battery life aside, notifications finally between my iPhone and Apple Watch have been coming at the same time finally. I'm not getting one earlier than the other, where there's plenty of times in beta 3 I would get the alert on my Apple Watch seconds before, full 2 or 3 seconds if not more, before the iPhone showed it, and then vice versa. I would get the notification on my phone before it actually even hit my Apple Watch. Very interesting, very inconsistent, but I am happy to say I have not experienced that here yet. As far as performance goes also, you can see just how quick everything's loading and everything is working as you would anticipate. If you want to start a workout, go into all of your other options here. You can see no real issues at all. So I have no issues with anything loading, consistency, scrolling. You can see it's smooth. It's not very glitchy at all. It has been good to use in that regard. But again, I'm just not sold on battery life just yet. Dot 3 releases as a whole usually are focused around performance and bug fixes. Well, I'm not sure why this isn't optimized for performance and battery life just yet. Obviously, it's a big deal for watch users in general because you need impressive, reliable battery life performance, and that's just not something I've seen if you expect to go all day without a charge. I'm not saying with an Ultra you cannot go all day, even with what we're seeing draining here. I'm saying if you have a regular Series 11, 10, and obviously older devices that might not have a full 100% battery health, I don't believe you to be able to make that much timing extra throughout your day using your watch. One other thing I actually did call out in my prior video was kind of talking about the lack of new watch faces, specifically for the Unity collection, being that it's February and historically we have gotten a new watch face. I brought up this Unity one. I didn't even remember it, but I thought this was new. A couple of you guys commented down below. It is in fact not a new watch face. So not only did Apple not give us a new wallpaper for iOS with this release, we didn't even get a new watch face for 26.3 either, for the first time in years. I've talked to you guys, if you follow the channel, you know just how disappointing watchOS has been as a whole. Hopefully that will change in 26.4, but this is yet again another attention to detail that was missed by Apple. It's shocking. I'm not sure what's going on, but We will have to see. Comment down below your thoughts. Again, I'm just one person. Are you happy with the state of watchOS right now? I definitely see there is a lot of opportunity there. One big thing that I do want to talk about, and then we'll obviously do a whole separate video on 26.4 RCs, is that we finally should be getting some changes in Apple Watch for Siri and Apple Intelligence. Apple Intelligence itself isn't even here. Siri is still the ancient logo. We still don't even have the new design. I do think we will be getting those improved Siris in some capacity to Apple Watch with beta 1 of 26.4. This is me speculating. I'm hopeful here, especially in regards to how Gemini will be on the back end. It'll be very interesting to see, but I do feel that that should be something coming here in the near future. And as far as release goes, as we were saying, being that yesterday we got the RC on a Wednesday, and then there's some other, actually I'll make you guys laugh here, in the release notes here, not for watchOS, but for iOS here, there is a substantial miss with a known issue where you can't use iPhone mirroring, AirPlay mirroring, using the camera wirelessly for a Mac or Apple TV, and Sidecar not working. Usually I can see Apple releasing another RC to right these issues, especially wanting to release this to the public. They're not going to want to have these issues on all of their flagship devices because these impact the iPhone 17, 17 Pro, Pro Max, Air, iPad Pro with M5. Again, the newest products they have for sale. It's just not a good look for Apple. So, having said all this, should you actually install watchOS 26.3 RC? If you're already running the betas and want the latest fixes, obviously, then sure, it's easy to recommend here. However, if you're currently on the public version and thinking about joining the beta just for the RC, you may want to wait. Since the official release is, like I said, very close, or we should be even getting another RC tomorrow, I think you would wait, get the same benefits without the risk that come with beta software, especially on a device that's really harder to restore. So that's just kind of my personal opinion on that right now. But overall, like I said, I do feel watchOS is a strong, stability-focused update. Performance is smooth. Battery life is still needing a little bit more tweaking, but hopefully we can get it there in the next week or so. But for beta testers, it's a great update to install. Everyone else, just wait a couple of more days. I think you'll be much happier in that regard. So we'll have to see. Again, no issues performance-wise. Battery is my only concern. And again, hopefully it might even stabilize in the coming days. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Are you going to download this? Have you downloaded it? And what are you thinking about the future of iOS? Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.